Hey,
Hey.
Molly.
Hey, how are you?
Good, I'm good. How are you?
I'm good.
Molly Jackson is a 19-year-old actress and activist. She's made appearances on television shows like Nickelodeon's Nicky, Ricky, Dicky, and Dawn and Disney Channel's Andy Mack. She uses her platform to advocate for women's rights, gun control, and the environment. What does it mean to you to be able to vote for the first time at the 100th anniversary of women being able to vote?
What an empowering time. I think it's awesome that my first time is like at such a landmark for our nation and for, it feels like I get to be connected to all the suffragettes and all the women who brought this privilege to us.
What does voting and democracy mean to you?
Voting in democracy means getting to use my voice and getting to feel like I'm taking action and making a statement and taking a stand, and that I'm being an active member in my society and that I deserve all the privileges that come with living in the United States. Otherwise, I just don't feel deserving of them if I'm not participating in voting.
What advice do you have for other young people that are going to be voting for the first time this year?
Do your research. First of all, I mean, elections nowadays, there just feels like there's so much at stake because just the world is in such trying times. Don't just vote for who your parents are voting for. That's where doing your own research comes into play, really important. I think a big thing that I just learned myself is get those ballots in first thing. When you get them, like be ready to fill them out, know who you're gonna vote for, because so many undecided voters just vote for whoever's at the top of the polls. Voting for your local elections, at the end of the day, those are the people whose reforms and bills and policies are going to affect you the most directly and the quickest.
How do you think young voters will shape the future?
Gen Z specifically, they're so driven and so motivated, and they don't take no for an answer. And I just have so much faith in humanity and the policy changes that we're going to have when more and more young people can vote. Because every young person I talk to nowadays just completely inspires me because of their ideals and the things they've done and the action they've taken. And if these are the same people who are going to get to run for office someday and vote for offices, I trust that we're in good hands. It's so important when you can vote to vote, but there's plenty of other things you can do. Before I could vote, I was phone banking all the time for the candidates that I believed in the most. And that's so easy. I just did it from my bedroom for 2 hours a day, and I would make phone calls to people. You can sign up with different organizations. Write postcards for candidates that you believe in. Go to rallies, go to marches, go to your local town halls. You don't have to be 18 to speak at a town hall meeting. You can be any age to speak there. I feel like I just want people to know, too, that voting is so important, but that's not all you can do.
Thank you so much, Molly, for being a part of this interview.
Thank you for giving me a platform to advocate for kids, to get out there and vote. It is so freaking important this time around. So yes, everybody needs to get out there.